What's going on, people? Another video outside. It's a beautiful day. It's bright as shit. I'm high as fuck. Um, just to give you a little bit of heads up of what's going down. So I made the video yesterday talking about the confusion between Capcom and its Nintendo fans. Capcom, you can't say this relationship isn't fucking uh, complication. You can't say it because you don't do this shit on any other console. We found out we were getting Devil May Cry to come to the Switch. People started digging into that as to theorize we might get Dante in Smash. It sounds tempting, I'll give you that. It does. But if Capcom is serious about wanting Dante to be the one of the remaining four for Smash, they need to do better than just one fucking Devil May Cry, considering at least four of them will work, if not five, will work perfectly fine. And I don't mean Devil May Cry 5, I'm of course talking about DMC. The one game that everybody had a problem with, but I thought was actually pretty okay. I just wasn't as into it as everybody else when it comes to hating on it. I was like, this isn't the same Devil May Cry. This is something completely different. So I gave it a chance. I didn't say I was just gonna, hate on it for any. No, I give it a chance. Seeing things in a different light is always good. You dig what I'm saying? And the little joke that offended all the DMC fans need to get over it because it's not something to be offended about when the character's hair goes white at the end anyway. See what I'm saying? It was pointless to be mad at it. So when I'm looking at Devil May Cry, I'm thinking Capcom. I want Devil May Cry on the Switch. I want the Darksiders third on the Switch. I want all Darksiders. We are finally getting Darksiders 2. I think the same thing for what is that, Dark Souls, that everybody loves to hate on because it's so challenging. I would love to see more of that come to Switch as well. I'm not a fan of it, but more AAA, big AAA, well-known AAA titles can only mean more people buying the system. Okay, we are getting Assassin's Creed 3. Not the best interpretation of Assassin's Creed, if you ask me. Black Flag would have been a hell of a lot easier sell, but they are also giving us the digital version of Assassin's Creed Liberation, which was the PS Vita Assassin's Creed, before it became a actual playable game in the triple pack of Assassin's Creed, which was on consoles known as the Americas, which is Assassin's Creed 3, Assassin's Creed Liberation, and of course Assassin's Creed 4. I think a lot of people would have preferred Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag coming to the Switch over Assassin's Creed 3, even if you like Assassin's Creed 3 better, just because of how popular Assassin's Creed 4 was and the way it reinvented the formula. But like I was saying, that's not the point. The reason I'm wanting to talk about the Devil May Cry situation, because it's turning into a situation, is because Capcom, you're showing me the least amount of effort from a company that should have the most amount of effort going into anything. I don't understand why you're going the cheapest route, pulling the dumbest stunts, hurting any chance of actually making any money from an easy target audience. Okay, everybody knows when it comes to Resident Evil 1, since the GameCube first remade Resident Evil 1, that every release since then is just a point, copy, click, paste port of the GameCube game. Even if the graphics are touched up a little here and there, the game you're getting is the GameCube version of Resident Evil. This is an easy sell. Do you know how many people have bought that version of the game? Pretty much everybody has at least two. I have the one on GameCube and the one on PS4 because you gave it away one time. Capcom, you decided to release a statement saying that you have no plans for a physical copy of Devil May Cry. This is where my fucking antennas are going crazy, because you have no plans for a physical release of this game, which means you completely understand cost. Or at least I'm hoping that's why you're not doing that, because I think you would be forced to make Nintendo fans pay more than the game is worth if you released a physical copy. You'd have to actually eat costs, not make money. And after all, this entire generation, Capcom, is made up of 95% rehashed, re-fucking released content, especially from you. Alright? You've got Resident Evil 4, 5, 6, fucking Revelations 1. That's 4 games right there. Onimusha, I don't know if I'm saying that game name right. That's another one that is on the Switch. It's on the fucking Xbox One and PS4. So that's 3 more games. That's 1 game, but 3 copies. You have Monster Hunter Generations. You have Mega Man Legacy Collection, Mega Man X Legacy Collection, which I have both of those on other consoles. Your only real original shit this generation was Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 2 Remake, which you can also throw that in a re-release because it is Resident Evil 2. And Monster Hunter Worlds. See what I'm saying? There's a big difference between how many games have been re-released versus how many original IPs you've come out with this generation, and it doesn't look good for you. People are already on edge because it's only 1 fucking Devil May Cry. That's the first strike. The second strike is you don't plan to release a physical of it. And then your third strike is price. Are you keeping it all digital because you want to have a fair price on it, which I mentioned in the other video would be $10? Is that the cause and effect? Is you want to keep it at a $10 price tag? Because I really don't see this happening for you, Capcom, being a good move at all. Even though, yes, it is Devil May Cry, I just think if you would have released the first 5, not Devil May Cry 5, but the first 5, DMC, Devil May Cry 3, 2, and 1, and Devil May Cry 4. I think you would have had an easier sell. I think you could have actually released that as an entire content in of itself, as an entire collection, and put a $65 price tag on it for Nintendo Switch owners, and released it in a big old collector's box, and made $65 per sale, and made some really good money. Plus, you could also serialize it on the digital side, meaning you could sell 1, 2, 3, 4, and DMC individually. You know what I'm saying? So there was a lot more opportunity there. You just didn't take it. There's also a lot better way to go about this, and you're not taking it. Like I said in the other video, I stand by it 100%. Capcom, your relationship with us Nintendo fans is already stretched about as thin as it can be. It's at its breaking point. So, let me know what you guys think. Is Capcom doing an all-digital version of the first Devil May Cry game to save its money, to have a reasonable asking price when it comes out, or is it just a way for them to hopefully make it to where they can get Dante in Smash Bros, even though, I mean, it's Dante isn't Cloud, okay? He's not Cloud. He's Dante. Cloud had 1 game, Final Fantasy VII. You're not going to be able to get the same response as Squaresoft, Capcom. Squaresoft's relationship with Nintendo has gotten very, very, very strong as of late. With the release of Final Fantasy 7, 9, 10, 10-2, and 12, all on the Switch. Let's not forget Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition is on the Switch as well. The point of this is Nintendo is starting to get those really big fucking Final Fantasy games. Let's not forget Crystal Chronicles is coming to the Switch. We don't know when it's going to be released, but I can imagine sometime this year. Alright? So Capcom, I think you're going to have to do a little bit more work if you're trying to get Dante in Smash. Look at all the content that came from Square once Nintendo put Cloud in Smash. It's going to take a hell of a lot more to get Dante in Smash. More than just fans. So maybe you're testing the waters for Devil May Cry to bring all 4 or all 5 that you can over. I don't know. I hope that's not the case. I hope they're just making a stupid error and they can at least get it fixed before they do something completely out there and fuck up the entire Capcom Nintendo relationship. I'll talk at you next time, man.